Hi guys. Um, so I didn't get back on here yesterday. Um, I was very tired and could not get myself motivated, and I slept off and on a lot. I kept getting really, really tired and exhausted, and I got ready to come on here, and I just got so exhausted I couldn't keep my eyes open. So I was napping a lot yesterday, and that may be the energy going around for a lot of you. Like maybe you guys want to do something, but you're kind of exhausted, but you still, like, you're back and forth. Like, you have energy, but you don't have energy. I don't know, maybe, it might be something going on in the planets. But anyway, so I've been, a couple of days, I've been waking up and hearing gambles and prospers in my head. Now, I do know that there's a law firm called Procter and Gamble. So maybe some of you are going through some legal situations, maybe you need to seek legal counsel, or get a hold of somebody to look over something, or you're thinking about maybe doing that legally. Um, Also, it might be saying, and I'm not saying to do this because it can become a habit just like anything else. It can become an addiction. But maybe it is saying something about, gambling being prosperous, or maybe taking a risk on something might be prosperous. That could be anything: love life, career, you know. Um, I do, however, feel like right now, yes, if you have a fear, face it, go into it. If you're wanting to take a leap on something, I say face it, because I've noticed that the things that I was afraid of, when I went straight into them, like going into that dark forest, being at the beginning of it and being afraid to go into that dark forest because you don't know what's in there, you don't know what's going to happen, you can't see forward. Um, I've noticed that every time that I've taken a step in there, it's not as bad as what I thought it was. And on the other side of it, there's a lot of peace and a lot of feeling free. And I mean, I recommend to go toward your fear, not run from it. Um, I also seen, when I was meditating on the energy for today, I saw the chariot. And I mean, the chariot can mean several things, like going forward, getting in the chariot and just going. Like, take the risk, just go. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. What's meant for you will always be for you. It cannot be taken from you. Um, if you're feeling the pull to go, go. Because there's something you're going to learn in it. Even if it doesn't work out, there's something you're going to learn about yourself in it. And it's going to make you stronger at the end. I'm not saying that it's not going to work out. I'm just saying don't be afraid to take the risk, because you already got it in your mind that it's not going to work out. But it also can represent, like, you have in a Rider-Waite deck, you have the chariot being pulled by the white horse and the black horse. And it's a decision. Like, those two have got to come together in order to go forward. So maybe you're a little bit stagnant right now. Maybe you're stuck on a decision right now that you're afraid of making, or you're back and forth about making that decision, which represents, one going one way, one going the other way. But the chariot cannot be pulled forward until both of those horses get on the same page and go forward. So I would say, one, trust yourself. You've got a feeling, you've got something pulling you some way. I would say trust yourself and go with it. But I would also say trust the divine, trust God, trust the higher source, because they are trying to lead you down a certain path. And I know it gets a little scary sometimes. I've dealt with it. Actually, I'm dealing with those things right now. But and it's hard. It's hard to trust yourself. But that lies in a trust issue from your younger years, from maybe your childhood, or, maybe relationships that you've gotten in where you didn't trust yourself. You didn't trust when you felt something was off. You didn't trust it, or you stayed. You tried to keep putting work into it, even though it felt like, you weren't getting nowhere, or you were trudging through the mud, or things just weren't changing. Um, but you need to trust that. If you get that thought, there's a reason it's there. Um, and anybody can charm you. They can say whatever they want. Action speaks so much louder than words. Don't listen to words. Don't listen to charm. Anybody can tell you anything they think you want to hear, or anything that they want to tell you just to hang on to you. And you can do the same to them. Actions speak a lot louder than words. If you're getting a gut feeling about something, it's there for a reason. And you know this. Deep down, you know this. Your soul knows this. So I would just say, trust yourself, and if you can't do that, then you need to search within yourself and see why you're having a trust issue with yourself, because, like I said, it comes from the past. Anyway, let's get into this. This is the Daily Dump by the Tigress Guide. Nice to see you all. Hope you all are having a good day. And we're going to see what comes out. I call the divine's helpers, and my guides, all from the pure white divine light only. Only those from the pure white divine light are welcome. What messages do you want to dump on us today? Please help me to be the channel and to give and receive crisp, clear, accurate messages, please. Thank you. What messages do you have for today? Okay. Oh, wow. That's a lot. Okay, so first we have the Seven of Pentacles. So, planting seeds. Sitting here waiting for them to grow. I need to raise this up a little bit more. Sitting here waiting for them to grow. You've watered them, you've nurtured them. Maybe you're reminiscing about something. Maybe you're reminiscing about some seeds that you planted, something that you're waiting to grow and prosper. Maybe you're dreaming of the future, because he's got that way off, the staring off into the distance. He's not paying attention to anything around him. He's in the dream world. Then you have the World. So, you've got everything that you need to manifest what kind of life that you want, to create your world. You have air, water, fire, earth. It's all in there. And maybe that's what, he's dreaming about, maybe a new world, a new life, a new cycle, a new experience. Maybe he wants to travel the world. Maybe he wants to travel forward in something. And you also have the Six of Cups. So, like I said, he could be dreaming about his future. Or he could be dreaming about, his past. He could be reminiscing about both, thinking about the past and thinking about the future. Could be thinking about, when he was a child, maybe the dreams that he had of what his world was going to be like, when he was older. Going back to childhood memories, he could be doing that. But it also, it represents the past. It also represents, wearing rose-colored glasses, you know, not thinking, not seeing what's around him, because he's not focused on anything around him. So not seeing what he needed to see that was around him. But there's also, you know, water pouring into this, so I feel like you've become wiser. You've learned a lot. You know, maybe you're learning to go with the flow. Let things happen naturally. Because, I mean, we should always let them happen naturally. If something is rushed, that's a red flag. There's a reason it's being rushed. And it could be some kind of codependency on either one. You know, it could be a trauma tie between you and another. You know, if something is rushed. Just go with the flow. Let things build up naturally. Don't rush things. Play, have fun, get back to your childhood innocence. You know, I've heard that too. Play, have fun. Bring your inner child back out. What did you like to do when you were a child? What were your dreams when you were a child? What inspired you and lit your passions when you were a child? And then you have the Four of Swords. Like I said, you know, I've been feeling this need to rest, you know, to rejuvenate, but I've also been feeling the need to get up and get something done. I had to push myself and motivate myself today to get out here on the channel. But it is something that I follow that's passionate, you know, and I knew once I got myself motivated and I got myself going that I would love it, you know, I would be into it, I would love it, my energy would lift. Maybe you've got to push something, sorry about that. Maybe you've got to push yourself to get something done, you know, to do something. But it's also saying, you know, to rest. But it looks like she's coming out of that rest, you know. Maybe she had a heartbreak because there's the Three of Swords here. And that's, you know, represents heartbreak. Feeling like you were backstabbed, betrayed, your heart's been broken. But she has that sword in her hand. So maybe she's gotten the truth over the heartbreak. And now she has her sword and she's ready to go, you know. It's down, so she's not really, you know, cutting anything out or doing anything. But she's got it in case she needs it to do that. But, like I said, I feel like she's just coming out of resting, recuperating from heartbreak, from things that didn't work out in the past. What else? I apologize for the phone. I did turn it all the way down, but it's still playing the messages over it, so... what else? Yeah, see, that... I said this before I even started. You're juggling something. Or you're being juggled. But there's some kind of decision you need to make, and you're kind of off balance, you know, because it's not even level. But I do feel like you're starting to lean toward one more than that because it's up in the air. I'm being drawn to the fact that it's up in the air more, and this one has dropped. So maybe there's two things that you're working on making a decision about. And you're realizing that you're kind of losing interest in this one. You know, this one's not lighting your passion as much as this one is. Either way, you know, like the Chariot with the two horses, there's a decision that you got to make. There's something that you're really seriously thinking about and you're in your head over. But you are looking up. If you see in this card, he's kind of looking up. He's looking for guidance. So maybe you're kind of meditating. You know, you've been in meditation. You're meditating over what decision to make. You know, you're really thinking about it, but you're asking Source Divine to help you, to guide you, to lead you. You're listening more than maybe you used to. but you're still kind of reminiscing too. I also see there's a ship. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a ship behind him coming in, and he doesn't even see it. He's so busy juggling this and being stuck in this, you know, which is like a cycle. It continues and loops and loops and loops. And maybe, you know, I hate to say this, but it just came to mind. Maybe you need to drop both, because maybe there's something else coming in. I've never heard that on this card before, but this is a vicious cycle. It's a cycle you've been in. You've repeated over and over and over and over again. And I was once told that if you can't make a decision on something, then maybe neither one is best for you. Maybe you need to let that go and just focus on you, you know? Focus on loving you. Focus on your health. Focus on what brings your passions back out. Focus on what you liked to do when you were a kid. Start doing that again. Play, have fun, dance. I'm not saying not make the decision because you don't want to leave it stagnant, but maybe if you're unsure, maybe neither one is right for you. Maybe there's something better coming in. And I know a lot of people are not going to want to hear that. Because that's even scarier. You know, that's something you don't know. What else? Looks like you're headed on a new path. Like you're headed down that path. There you are. The whole world in your hands. You can create whatever it is that you want. You have all the tools to manifest what it is you want. You're very capable of it. Maybe you're looking at going down a new path, or maybe you're going down the path to meet that ship. You know? You also, you know, have a cat here. And to me, cats are always about independence, because cats are independent. I mean, they can take care of themselves, but they also choose their owner, you know? If the cat gets that bad vibes from you, they're very picky and choosy on who they choose to be with. Sometimes they show up out of nowhere. Maybe one of you all have had a cat show up out of nowhere. And decide want to be with you, because actually you don't choose that animal. That animal chooses you whether you know it or not. But cats also represent, you know, helping you move on. Like, I can't remember if it's Archangel Michael or Uriel, but the cat represents one of them. You'll have to look it up. But they help you cut the things that you need to cut so that you can move forward. And you got growth on this. So whatever you choose, you know, it's going to grow. You have a lot of growth on that. And you're letting go of what you spent so much time on in the past, you know. If you make this decision to move forward, you're going to make the decision to. I know you probably put a lot of work and a lot of effort into this. And it means something to you because you've kept it. Like, it's grounded, it's stable, you've kept it, but you've left it behind. You didn't throw it away, you just placed it there. And you chose this one, and you walked forward. And it's going to grow too, because it has a lot of growth. I heard distant horizons. So maybe, you know, maybe you just want something new. Maybe you're thinking about what's in your future, what's in the distance. Or maybe someone's coming that's from a distance. You know, that could be too. Maybe you're expecting someone to show up from a distance. Or maybe you've been thinking about someone from a distance. And I was always told, if you're thinking about them, they're thinking about you. Doesn't mean that they will or won't take action on it if they're thinking about you. Everybody has free will. So maybe you're thinking about someone from a distance. Maybe someone from a distance said they're going to come see you. I don't know. you have the Knight of Pentacles. So maybe this person from a distance is being slow on coming to see you. Because the Knight of Pentacles, you know, this guy's slow. He's very slow. He's just a knight. He's not a king. He's thinking. He's reminiscing. You know, he's got something he wants to offer. Or maybe this is you. Got something you want to offer, but you're taking it slow. You're not moving fast this time. But the way I see the Knight of Pentacles is, well, this horse does not look like it's moving at all. Usually they're moving slowly, but it looks like it's not moving at all. So maybe he stopped to think about things or something. But the way I see the Knight of Pentacles is, he's like a king that forgot his crown. You know? He hasn't completely leveled up yet. He's forgotten the crown. He's not quite where he needs to be yet. Maybe he feels like he needs to work on his finances more. Or maybe he feels like he might not have enough to offer you. So he's taking his time and he's being slow. I see him as stopping by the creek, putting his feet in the water, you know, going over and gathering squirrel nuts, or making a pile of pine cones on the ground, or, you know, watching the animals in nature. You know, maybe if he's a hunter, maybe he even stops to hunt for a while on his way. You know, stop off at the bar or whatever. And then he gets halfway there and he realizes that he forgot his crown. So he's got to go all the way back and start all over again. And he gets sidetracked very, very easy. That's the way I see the Knight of Pentacles. So, it may be a slow process. He does have something of value to offer, even if he doesn't understand that he does. He does have something of value there. And it's one pentacle, so if he ever makes it there, it's from the divine. He's stable, secure, you know. It'll be something that's reliable, but it's very slow. It's very slow in coming in. And, you know, back here, maybe that's that ship slowly, ever so slowly coming in that you don't see. Because you're sidetracked. What else? So the Three of Wands. He's sitting here waiting for his ships to come in. You know, he's waiting on something that he's worked on or he's done, and he knows it's coming. He doesn't know when, but he knows it's coming. But what made me say, is because in this, I had said something about maybe you need to drop both. You know, maybe neither one's right for you. Maybe, you know, you need to go towards the new that you don't see coming in. And that's the first thing I heard when I picked this up. He's now left 2 wands behind, you know. Both of those. Maybe, you know, he decided he was tired of the confusion. He was tired of the juggling. Or maybe it's 2 things you've left behind that you've decided you're tired of. Anyway, he picked another wand in this one. So he left these 2 behind. And they mean something to him. It's a part of his heart space if it's a person. Or if it's a career, it's a part of his heart space. But he's choosing another one, and he's waiting on, you know, what he's worked so hard on, what he's planted the seeds with. He's waiting on that to come in. It's coming from a distance, too. So I hear distance in that card, too. Well, it's really too many, but okay. Karma. So, karma here. You're facing the light, because the front of you is lit up in this card. And the back is shadow. So maybe there's something you're turning your back against. Maybe you've come through what I call the dark night of the shadow. Maybe something that's taken you to your knees. Something you had to rest and recover over because it was heartbreak. It hurt. It really hurt really bad. But you're walking away from that and you're walking toward the light. And maybe there was some kind of past karmic karma that you had to go through, you know, from your past or from a past life, something that you had to learn about yourself. And I feel like, you know, you've learned that now, and you're looking toward the light. You're looking toward guidance. You're going forward toward the light. You're carrying those lessons with you, but I don't see karma as, oh my goodness, he's going to get karma because he treated me this way or she treated me that way. No. I see it as karma for your own actions, for the way that you behave, for the way that you treat others. It comes back, and a lot of times it mirrors you, and the same thing that you've done to other people gets done to you, you know, or them, or however it goes. Either way, I feel like you're coming out of that. You're rising. You're like the phoenix rising out of the ashes. The old you is gone. You've got a new belief about yourself now, and you're moving forward into the light, maybe into the sunset. You're going on a journey. Oh, maybe this is what you're juggling. There is a Knight of Cups coming in. You know, it's an emotional offer, or maybe you're wanting to emotionally offer your cup to someone else. You're going towards someone else with an emotional offer, or someone's coming toward you with an emotional offer. And I don't know where that card went now. Oh, it's actually in my hand. Okay. So maybe this is the person coming in from a distance bringing you an emotional offer, and you don't see it because you've been too busy focusing on other stuff, juggling other stuff, maybe overworked, you know, underpaid, undervalued, and you've just been juggling, constantly juggling. And this is a new emotional offer coming in. And here we go. Again, the Chariot. You're stuck between two paths. Stuck between two paths. The Chariot in my vision. Stuck between two decisions. This is thoughts, so it means you're in your head. You know, swords are thoughts. You're in your head about something. But you can't see. You can't see the future. You can't see what, you know, which way to go. Or you can't see that something's coming in. You also have your hands across your heart. So you're blocked. You're blocked because you can't make this decision. You're having a hard time making this decision. I would say, stop thinking about it for a little bit. Like, allow yourself just to rest. Focus on something else. Take your mind off of this decision. And listen to your intuition. Listen to your gut. You can still hear. Listen to your gut. You can still feel. I mean, you've got your heart blocked. So you're not leading by your heart right now. You're not leading by sight because I feel like you're afraid. There's fear. You're blindfolded, so you can't see your way forward. So you're going to have to feel your way forward. And it's going to be between two decisions. You've got two decisions, two paths to make. Career, relationship, focusing on yourself, whatever. You've got two decisions to make here. Take your arms down. Take your blindfold off. Turn around. Turn around and look. Go across that water. Maybe, you know, your paradise is over here on this land behind you that you're not seeing. Trust yourself. There's magic all around you. Look at like the fairies around you. There's magic all around you. You just got to see it. There's magic within yourself. You've just got to see it. Okay, let's get some messages from this one. See what this one has to tell us. I think this whole spread is about a decision that needs to be made. Something that you're reminiscing about. Some decision that you're afraid to make. But, I mean, just know that any decision you make is the right decision. You got something to learn on it, you know, no matter what. There is no wrong decision. You have the whole world in your hands. You can create whatever it is you want. I heard keep your thoughts positive, because you can create the negative too. If you think negative, you bring negative about. So keep your thoughts positive. Create with faith and trust. Okay. Okay. The door is open. You have an open door of opportunity right now. Divine is offering you something. You need to get clear and step through that door. You know, take a risk. And I said that before I started. Take a risk. Maybe you need to leap forward into the risk, you know. Get through this darkness and go into the light. On the other side of that fear is light. There's a door of opportunity open. I don't know how long it'll stay open, you know. Trust that you already know the answer. You have, this is infatuation and obsession. So maybe you're obsessed over something of the past, or maybe something of the past is obsessed over you. One of these options in here is just obsession and infatuation. Sorry, I cannot talk. Maybe you're in your head obsessing over something, reminiscing, constantly thinking about it over and over and over and over again. Give your mind a break. Go do something fun. You know, take your mind off of it for a while. (911). So, like I said before, maybe someone needs a lawyer. You know, maybe the police are coming. Maybe somebody's done something wrong. Maybe there's an emergency. Maybe your health. I don't know. You know, maybe you need to focus on your health a little bit more. 911 could also mean that you feel like you've got to make a quick decision. Because it's an emergency. It's urgent that you make this decision. I don't know. But 9s are completion. 1s are new beginnings. 9, you know, is you're not quite the completion, but you're coming to the end. You're coming to a completion. 2, you know, there's 2 1s here. That's a contract. That's a soul contract. That's 2 people or 2 things. Maybe you coming in with a business or coming into a partnership with somebody. I see that as the 2s too. And then 9, you know, +1, that's 11. There again, there's your contract, your soulmate contract, whether it be with a company, a partnership, a relationship, some kind of soul contract, some kind of soul family coming in. But 11s also, I feel like they're divine. I also feel like it's wish fulfillment. So, you know, just trust that whatever's happening is happening for a reason. What else? What else? You have to fall or flip. Ouch. You have to fall or flip. you are not being practical. So there's something you're not being practical about. Are you doing something to not make waves? Are you doing something because you don't want to hurt someone else's feelings? Are you thinking about yourself here? Or are you thinking about how it's going to affect someone else? You know, you need to follow your heart, follow your guidance, follow what makes you happy. Don't stick in something or stay in something or feel obligated to something because you're worried it's going to hurt the other person. Because if you do that, then you're not only holding yourself back, but you're also holding them back. There's something you need to be practical about. I heard make the decision for you. Make the decision that's best for you. Okay, thank you. You're protected. So the angels are telling you, no matter what decision you make, no matter what you do, you're protected. They're watching over you. They're trying to lead you. They're trying to guide you. Get quiet. Listen to yourself. Stop thinking about this for a while. Go have fun. Go let your hair down. Go do something that lights your passions. If you're feeling stuck and you're feeling stagnant and you're feeling tired, go do something that you don't normally do, you know? I don't know. Maybe pick up the phone and talk to an old friend or something. Maybe they have some advice that would, you know, help you. Maybe they can help you see it clearly. But the angels are watching over you. They're guiding you. You're protected. You have nothing to worry about. Anyway, guys, that's it. It's a little longer than I wanted. I don't know how to cut these down because I channel. I read the cards, yes, but I channel a lot too. And messages get downloaded to me. I hear the messages in my head. And, I mean, I give you what Spirit wants you to have. So, if they're too long for you, then, you know, maybe there's another reader somewhere that can help you more. I just feel like there's a lot of detail. There's a lot of things that needs to come out, and a lot of things that people need to hear. And if you have the patience, you'll hear what you need to hear. If you don't, then you don't. I love everybody. It doesn't matter whether you stay or you go. I hope that you will like, share, and subscribe and comment, you know. But at the end of the day, you have free will. It's up to you. I just want to get this out. I want to help as many people as I can. And, you know, I have a lot of wisdom and a lot of knowledge to gain, or to give, that I have gained. And between that knowledge and channeling, you know, I hope that you like this. I love you all. And I will talk to you all later. I hope that you have a good day. Bye.